Hello. This next video is on using something called a behavior matrix, which I will do to find solutions to problems. It will go through notifying parents if needed and then following up. So the major one of these steps is step 7, which is using a behavior matrix, which again is linked here. If you click this, you can see it. Otherwise, there's just a little quick glimpse of it on the next slide here. So the behavior matrix is basically just a chart that I'm going to reference when assigning consequences or solutions to problems after I've met with everyone and reflected myself. Right now on the chart, behaviors for major things are listed. What I want us to do together as a staff is really fill out those minor behaviors in classrooms and what we can do to address and find solutions to those problems in classrooms. To create this matrix, I used the previously used point system in classrooms and schools in Rib Lake, but also I referred to other discipline systems that other schools are using, kind of tied them all together to do what's best. This is not finite. If you see something that you feel is not appropriate or fair, for sure, give me that feedback. I am not going to look at this and say this is exactly what must be followed word for word, but I think it's really going to allow me to have kind of a jumping off point when assigning behaviors to create really that consistency when a behavior does happen. Okay, so I'll use that behavior matrix. Next, I'm going to notify the parent if needed. I'll notify the student in the same way, and also the teacher if the teacher did refer the student through that behavior referral form. So I have already pre-made up templates. I'm just going to fill in these templates briefly as I go through the meeting, as I talk with the teacher. They already have the general consequences in there. I'm just going to edit them, send them out to everyone, and then students will know what's expected of them if they do need to restore in any way, shape, or form. Last step I'm going to do after we've gone through and implemented that plan that we've come up with and the students and teachers and parents have been notified, I'm going to follow up to make sure, sorry, typo there, to make sure that behavior hasn't occurred again. So probably my goal is a week to contact people involved and to make sure that that negative or wrong behavior hasn't continued in the case that there was a negative behavior. So overall, that's the behavior plan. If you have any questions or comments or concerns, feel free again to let me know. This is not, again, I'm not a top-down leader. This is not something that I'm implementing and you must follow step by step. This is something that I really want us to have a conversation and discussion about, but I think it will really be beneficial for our school to implement it. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.